Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And we're underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He's a sharp little ball here. And they can counter here. Some good work on the right flank here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Maldini.
Schneider. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cruyff steaming forward at pace. And he's in on goal. It's Nakamura! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Looking for options, for movement. Great ball if he can get there. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's one shot at goal! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United given another corner. So, third corner of the game. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off. Vieira gathers from the goal kick. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Vieira.
Is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Rice.
Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's Maldini. Zanetti. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. 15 minutes till half-time. Cruyff. Some good persistent defending here. Vieira. Good, strong midfield running here. Vieira. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti. And the ball is out of play. Nakamura. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. He's through here. Oh, super ball. Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira. And it's Rice. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Kvaratskhelia. That's going wide left. Kvaratskhelia. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Vieira.
There will be
It's
1
Thuram.
minute added time.
It's Cruyff. And this is Ibrahimovic. And that's played in low. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please be reminded that
Look
drinking
back
is
on the
only
first
allowed in the
45
areas
minutes.
shown on this
Well, I think
map.
despite
Thank you very
the
much for your
scoreline, Peter,
cooperation.
there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So the action resumes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Ferdinand. Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He is through here. Knocks it into space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Messi looking to receive it in space. Oh, well played, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Vietnam are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Substitution for Manchester United.
The
Number
two
9,
coaches are signalling
Messi.
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
15,
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to
Coming on
come.
the field,
I think it could have been sooner.
Number 19, Hugo. Number 23, Beckham. Number 24, Fletcher. Substitution.
Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Rice gets across to intercept that. Vieira is always looking to break lines. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rice. There he goes, motoring forward. David Villa. David Villa! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he get it through? Pass somewhat off target. Vietnam still have the cards to affect this game.
This is the time you need that pace. Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ferdinand does well to get it back. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? That's a little off target. Looking to play him in. Now it's Schneider. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Beckham.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Vieira. And that has put paid to that. And this is Ronaldinho. Ferdinand.
2 added minutes
Time
has
added
been
on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, such a clever touch. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a quick announcement.
Your reflections then, Jim.
Vietnam just didn't look terribly sharp,
Please
Peter.
watch the screen
Nothing
if
wrong
you
with
have
the
a ticket.
effort or the...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
There's a sharp little ball here. And it's Gullit.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Eto'o.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
He's had a shot! Goal! And we have liftoff! That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Eto'o. Schneider. It's Schneider! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
This is the time you need that pace. Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Eto'o. Schneider can see things others simply cannot.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Schneider. And it's Modric. Vieira produces the perfect tackle there. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Now that looks a decent ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
It's played through for him.
Lovely bit of skill. James.
Vieira.
Out towards the flank.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found space here.
That is lovely.
That was lovely, that.
In by Gullit. There's the header! Oh, what has happened here? Can he stop it going out? Ferdinand clears without hesitation.
Vietnam certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That's tidy. And it's Schneider. Vieira. And it's Ferdinand. A heavy challenge. And that's gone loose. And here's James. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ronaldo looking to receive it in space. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Security staff for each
Vietnam
block,
finding
please
themselves
report to the
behind
staff
by
room
just one
immediately.
goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. We're on the move again.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rice, very much a man of this moment. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. Zanetti. Zanetti crosses. It's a really well-measured ball. Decent chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Eto'o gets it clear. Over to the right flank. Messi picks it up out wide. Has crossed into the middle. Ferdinand with the clearance. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's nice. And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Pullet venturing down the left. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Zanetti. Now, what about a counter-attack? Spread to the right. Can he get onto this?
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Vieira is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And here's Cruyff. Lofted in. And it's came by the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Paul. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Thuram gives no quarter whatsoever, and he was quick to react. Zanetti. Now it's Messi.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rice. Some resolute defending there. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Vietnam can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, this is surely their last chance.
David Villa has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Vieira. For Rice. Saliba. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Eto'o.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Eto'o.
Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia is flagged offside. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team.
So that's it. It is all over.
So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Just a quick announcement and an exciting
So, Jim,
one
how
too.
do you
We're
reflect
about to
on what
announce
we've
today's
seen?
lottery numbers.
Well, I hate to
Please watch the
sound
screen if
too
you have a
harsh,
ticket.
Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
So it's down to business here.
Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
And it's Cruyff.
Pass somewhat off target.
Azar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Messi. Messi finds himself offside. Argentina have reclaimed it. Great defending, strong and determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. Modric.
And he's intervened well there. Not the most accurate pass.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Modric.
Knocks it into space.
Hangs one in.
Oh, great leap!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through?
Oh, well played, well played.
Maldini.
And now the breakaway.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Good effort from distance.
Oh, cracking effort.
Figo certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Schneider in acres of space out. Goes for goal!
It's hit the upright. Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. And that is expertly dealt with. Argentina currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Figo. Argentina leading currently through the only goal of the game, an own goal as it turned out, 1-0 the score.
And it's Azar. Seedorf. Great ball.
Decent chance!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Argentina have the chance to go the other way.
Thuram.
Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
30 minutes gone.
That's a shade optimistic.
Vieira. And here's Messi.
That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this?
And it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Schneider. Schneider. This is promising. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff. Modric. Ibrahimovic.
Goes for a shot!
Messi is herring after that one. Kvaratskhelia going forward. Thuram. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Hazard. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
That's an imaginative pass. No luck with that dink over the top. And this is Ibrahimovic. Looking for the run. Seedorf finding himself in space. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
Argentina have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And it's Cruyff. Modric. And that was nowhere near his best. Messi. Modric. Shot could be on. Cruyff! Messi. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And it's Cruyff. And he's quick to get rid. Kompany is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Vieira. This looks promising. That has not gone well. Cruyff. Being still separated by the game's only goal. And it's Thuram. Now Modric. Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Figo. 60 minutes played. And he was quick to react.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Great vision.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. Cross into the box.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Defending was strong and firm. And it's Figo. Threads one in. That has been cut short.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Seedorf. Hazard. And that's a throw-in.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 14, número 11, número 10, número 13. Entran
We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Número 20, número
Knocks it out
25.
wide.
Se va
It's
a
Thuram.
realizar un cambio.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. It's Hammers!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Bale. Haaland.
Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
And here's Modric. Aimed beyond the defence. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Tries to pass it through. Stam kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's James Rodriguez. Nesta with the foul. James Rodriguez.
Argentina really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's been cut out, well played.
And we're done. Argentina have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Company picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Argentina.